Let's do it.
Yeah, y'all see that. Don't act like you don't see that shirt, man. Don't act like you don't see that shirt. Yes, sir. Put some respect on them boys from H-Town. Yes, the Astros are officially in the World Series after shutting the many mouths of those Yankees fans. Now we can get on with this video. So I just did a video of the E500s. Man, that was so disappointing. I expected those earbuds to really blow me away, but man, I was so disappointed by the sound quality of those things. It was pretty terrible, man. It's very disappointing. Put me in a bad mood. Luckily, I have the Abramtek E500 200W speaker system here. I only have one this time. About a year ago, I did a video on the E600, which was a 100W speaker, but I had two of them. This time they were only able to supply one, but let me tell you, man, one is enough. Yes, you can pair two of these together, but oh my goodness, one is plenty for your household. So many features. Where do I get started with this thing? Secrets out of the bag, man. I've already listened to it. Yes, I'm gonna give you a sound sample because that's kind of what I do here, but I just gotta tell you about this speaker. It's just awesome. So let me just get started with the design. It's got the same design pretty much as the E600 100W speaker, but somehow they were able to pack an extra 100 watts in this thing, bringing it to 200 watts. They also decided to pack a few extra goodies into this thing, like this 3-band EQ. You don't see this too often on a Bluetooth speaker, man. Yes, we got a 3-band EQ. So what you got here in this 3-band is your basic stuff. You got your bass tones, your mid tones, and your highs, and you can slide those all the way from 0 to a -10, all the way up to a +10. And then on the far right of that panel, you got your volume levels, which go from 0 all the way up to 100. As you can see with those 3 LEDs at the top there, you got a movie mode, a music mode, and a game mode suiting whatever environment you want to recreate. You got an input button that lets you know whether you're using Bluetooth, auxiliary, or HDMI, and yes, this supports ARC as well. You got a light button, and of course you need a power button so you can turn this bad boy off when you're not using it. On the back of the speaker, starting from the bottom, you got your HDMI input, your USB-C input, love it, and then your auxiliary input, and then you have an auxiliary out so you can daisy chain two of them together if you want to. Oh, hey. Excuse me, I don't mean to bother you right now since you're watching the video, but if you could do me a favor, can you reach down there? Yeah, the subscribe button. Can you just tap that real gently? And you see how it changed the color and it got that little bell? Can you hit that bell? Man, that is awesome. I appreciate you.
We now return to your regular programming.
Ryan Little.
Man, I can listen to this all day long. And it comes out of this speaker so nice. So nice. Let me just pick it up. So it's not really that heavy. As you can see, I can just palm it and pick it up just like that. I don't know if you noticed, but there's no wires attached to this thing. It's truly wireless. All you got to do is charge it up via USB-C. Then you got 4.5 hours of party time. Speaking of party time, it's true 360 sound as well. So what that means is you can just take this outside on a patio or a pool or something like that, or maybe just set it in the middle of the room like I got it here. When I say take it outside, that doesn't mean like let it get rained on and dip it in the pool and stuff like that. It's not one of those rugged speakers. It's not waterproof or nothing like that. Just keep it in a nice dry spot and you are going to get some really nice sound outside from one of these speakers. It's true 360, so it just kind of just throws the sound out there. And what I like about it is that it's so compact and sleek looking, you almost don't realize there's a speaker there when you have it sitting somewhere. It's just like this thing just sitting there. It's like, okay, where's that sound coming from? It's a little crazy because as you're looking at it, you still can almost not tell that the music is coming from here because it projects the sound so well. As far as this EQ and the volume slider goes, I like to keep my volume slider at about 50% because the volume on your phone does not control the speaker at all. They're two separate. separate ones. So I like to keep this at 50%, and then I can turn my volume up on my phone all the way to max, and it doesn't distort or anything like that. And it gets really loud, even though this is at 50%. So my advice is keep this at 50% unless you're going to be coming up to the speaker a lot and changing your music. Me, I like to change my music from my phone and also adjust the volumes. So as far as the EQ goes, you can see I'm more of a V-shaped guy. This is what mine looks like. I've got my bass at about maybe 5 or 6, maybe even 7. I can't really see that well. Then I got my mids at about the 2 or 3 range, and then I come all the way up here in about the 8 or 9 range on the treble. Like I said, I keep my volume at 50% here, and I'm gonna sit it right here because I want you to hear some more of this sound. Now, this microphone I got set up like here and there, it's not gonna do this thing any justice because it's coming from like your earbuds or whatever you're listening to. But seriously, man, the way this thing projects sound, it just does some kind of trick to your ears to make it feel like, and even sound like, it's just in the air molecules. Can you hear the table rattling? Listen. Man, it sounds good. The clarity. Oh man, I'm gonna let you hear some more music, but I want to talk about something real quick. So the bass that comes out of this thing is rattling my whole table here. It's kind of a rustic style piece, so it's, you know, it's kind of rattly anyways, but it's rattling this Chinese checker set and the glass vases back here. Even if I put it on the ground, they do still kind of vibrate a little bit. But let me keep it up here so you can see it well. Do you hear that? It's just that bass. Man, that sounds good. Okay, I want to talk about the bass some more. Okay, so for those of y'all who know even just a little bit about car stereo systems, you know how you can have maybe some 12s or some 15s and a down firing speaker box? You got those woofers aiming at the floorboard in that SUV, man, and then you just hear that bass and it just comes from beneath and just kind of tickles your booty cheeks a little bit. That's what this is like, man. It just comes from the bottom, like the floor and around the room. It's not a directional speaker at all. Yes, it is true 360, and I can see it here because I can see all the speaker grills because the light's shining on it. No matter what side you're listening on, you can hear the music the same way all the way through, no matter what direction you're standing in. Oh yeah, this light right here. So this ambient light is just an LED ring. It doesn't change color or anything like that. And I kind of appreciate that because sometimes you don't want RGB. I like RGB sometimes, like when I'm up in the studio, but sometimes you just want a nice classy ambient light here. And yes, you can turn it off if you want to with just a toggle of a switch. So if you don't want it, you ain't got to have it. But right now, I want it. I got to say, man, I am thoroughly impressed with what Abramtek is putting in these speakers right here. Oh yeah, by the way, yes, you can pair two of these up together. I did mention that, but since you're going to be doing that for some of you, don't worry about latency. All you got to do is plug these bad boys up. I've already tested it with YouTube videos and Netflix, and everything is spot on. So no need to worry about latency. If you choose to get two, I can only imagine how great this is going to sound in your house. I got one and I am thoroughly impressed. In this room right here, it is filling it up. I mean, companies are always boasting room filling sound. This is true room filling sound where it is literally part of the atmosphere. It's not coming at you from the left or from the right or from front and center. It is just in the air. I'm definitely putting this thing up there with my favorite sounding Bluetooth speakers. Look, I ain't no audio expert or anything close to that, but I do know great sound when I hear it. And Abramtek is doing it big in their E500 200W speaker system. This is the system right here in my hand. I gotta go for now, but if y'all had a good time checking out the speaker, man, y'all make sure you throw those emoji hands up in the comment section, and I'll see y'all at the next one. Hey, where you going? No. Sit back down. We gotta talk about this. You didn't have a good time? All right then, hit the subscribe button. There you go, reach down there. There you go. And then hit the bell because you need to know when I'm opening up more new stuff. You got to come right back here and check this stuff out. Now, don't you feel like a better human being? All right, I knew you would. All right, man, I'll see you soon.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?